You're tuned in to the Real Game No Gimmick Podcast, hosted by LBC.
We gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
Party time!
What is the deal, y'all? We back again. The Real Game No Gimmick Podcast. The Talking Shit Podcast. The Just the Facts Podcast, man. We up in this bitch. What's the deal? Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Shots out.
Hey, I'm gonna even though you know everybody should already know what it is, I'm gonna have y'all introduce yourself, man. I'm gonna start with PG and then Jay and then Jazz.
All right, y'all know what it is, man. PG the Hustler, man. CEO Black Money Media, man. You know what I'm saying? Get with me. Talking Shit Podcast. THC, Trap House Collective, man. Get with me. Merch out now.
Jay, what's good?
Smoking JJ. It's Just the Facts Podcast, man. You know, we working on the first episode. The first episode will be coming soon. Merch will be coming soon. Yeah. New year, new hustles. Let's go.
We running it up this year. Jazzy B, Real Game No Gimmick Podcast. What's the deal?
Hello, people.
What's happening?
I'm here.
We get it. It's a tough time. It's a tough time for moms around the holiday, man. They be getting it in.
For me too.
All parents. I was just about to say all parents. You right.
I got it all, but I'm here, baby.
So I just want to start off light real quick. I want to ask y'all, do y'all believe in New Year's resolutions? Did y'all make any?
Nah.
PG, you don't fuck with it?
I don't believe in it. I used to do that little bullshit, but I feel like if you want to change something, you can change that shit whenever. You shouldn't have to wait for New Year.
Hey, that's the same reason. That's the exact reason I don't, bro. You took my. I don't even know what to say now. You took my answer. That's the exact reason I don't. You can change any day. Why I gotta wait till the fucking January 1 to change? I can wake up tomorrow and change. I can change right now.
But then at the same time, I'm a grown ass person, so why do I gotta wait to change?
There it is.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I can change whenever I want to. I don't have to wait till the New Year. So I love and I respect that, and I agree with that too at the same time.
What up, Jay?
It takes 20 days to make or break a habit. Just remember that.
Facts.
So like
I thought it was 30.
Jay.
I have a different outlook. So I believe it's a psychological thing for real for people on that aspect of things. Now, do I believe and do I do New Year's resolutions? No, I don't even celebrate holidays for real. But as far as like the New Year's resolution trend, I understand it's like a psychological thing. It's everybody thinks it's a new year, so it's a new me. I want to start off fresh. I want to do this thing. And if you really believe in that thing, if you really believe that, I mean, then yeah, it can be a thing. But majority of people break it within the first, like you said, 20 days anyway. So it's like it's just a fallacy for real.
It's just making the problem.
But that's the problem, though. So why am I making that why am I doing that?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's a personal preference. Like for me personally, I'm a person that makes goals every year anyways. And by at the end of the year, I sit back and I go through that notebook that I wrote all my goals down at the beginning of the year. And I check off and say, okay, did I do everything that I was supposed to do this year? And if I didn't, then shoot, I put this name, I make my goal list again for the next year, and I work on that. But that's just a thing for myself. So everybody got to you don't have to do it. You don't have to make a New Year's resolution or make a goal if you don't want to. That's a personal preference.
I do that too, but I don't write it down. I ain't even gonna lie. I make a mental goal of what I'm gonna do. But at the same time though, it don't make that new year. I don't need that new year to make me do better or be better or not be. First and foremost, I'm grown as fuck. My life is what it is. Okay. I'm not like my ups and downs, ins and outs. It is what it is. I'm not changing for nobody. But it's certain things that I will change But that's for me. It's not for nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? But if I don't meet that goal at the end of the, like, I don't put that as a goal for me to meet though. At the same time though.
I get it. So I get it. I want to speak to that. So what I believe, what Jay is speaking of is people. Sometimes everybody might not be as strong as mentally as strong as you, Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they need that extra something that, like he said, they need that mindset that, oh, this is a new year, this is a new me. Like, it's like an extra push for some people sometimes. Like, I get where he coming from. I get where both of y'all coming from, because I'm like you. I don't need anything to. If I'm say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, I remember when I stopped eating meat, it was in September. It wasn't nowhere near fucking New Year. It was like September, and I just was like, man, this shit is fucking disgusting. I'm done, and I ain't picked it up since. And that's been like 3, almost 4 years. Like this September be 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't need that. So some people can do it, but those who can't use, like Jay said, they use this time as a new fresh, new me, as a new start. It's like an extra push. It's like a mindset it gives them. Like, and I can respect that. I definitely respect that. Whatever help you do it.
I respect you too. Whatever help you,
I do want to ask this though.
Whatever floats your boat, baby.
Who else makes goals? Do anybody else in here make goals?
Oh yeah, off top.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. So do you write your goals, or do you just keep it in your mind and be like, that's what it is?
I write them, bro. I can show you papers right now.
I used to write them. I haven't wrote them. I really can say I ain't wrote them in about 10 years.
Yeah.
I do. I write them. I do both, but I write them down because when I see that paper, it makes me, I don't know, it reminds me, but I do write them.
I was just about to say, like, so if you don't write your goals down and you just keep it in mind, how do you hold yourself accountable to that goal in the first place?
But literally, okay, I'm like, no lie, I'm one of them girly. I was a nerd back in the day. Okay, I'm at school. I write everything down. Everything. I was the one that had a journal, the diary. I had all of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But like once I got older, I stopped keeping them diaries. So I kept it in my mind instead of on paper. For real. But when I kept it on paper, like I really went back to all of that, and I would sit back and I would be like, yep, I said I was going to do this. Yep, I said I was going to do it. Yep, I did that. Nope, I didn't do that. But now I don't really to this day, I don't write nothing down. I just put it in my mind for real. And I say, boop, I'm going to do this. And if I don't, then I'll be mad at me. You know what I mean? But
so how do you hold yourself accountable to the goals that you made?
Because I know what I made in my heart. I know what I said to me. So, like, let's say, for instance, I said, all right, I'm going to get a promotion in my job I've been at this job for 2 years. I'm going to get a promotion within the next 2 years. And I didn't get that promotion. I knew that, but I didn't write it down though. Cause I don't need evidence. Me personally, I don't want you to see that. I don't want anybody in my house. I don't want you to see my failures that I didn't check off.
Facts. I feel
that's
it.
An interesting take. That's an interesting.
So that would be a problem for me if I wrote the list down and my kids or my husband found it and it wasn't checked off or I didn't do it. That would be a problem for me. So I do literally. I do a mental note. Literally, I do mental shit.
So, speaking of New Year's, I know most people have heard about the terrorist attack in New Orleans. If not, we can get into that right now.
We definitely got the clip for you. You got the clip? Here you go. Like, see it? Here you go.
Night crowds slowly returning to Bourbon Street, now reopened for the first time since the tragic New Year's Day attack. It comes as we're learning more about the Army veteran who killed 14 and injured dozens more, driving a truck at high speed in the iconic French Quarter.
This is a lone actor. Therefore, we are confident that we can open Bourbon Street.
According to two senior law enforcement officials, the FBI recovered a significant amount of bomb-making materials and chemicals in a trailer at the Texas home of the suspect, Shamsuddin Jabbar. New video showing the inside of his home, obtained by Houston NBC affiliate KPRC. Authorities also now have a timeline leading up to the horrific incident. Investigators say Jabbar rented a pickup truck in Houston on December 30th, drove to New Orleans on New Year's Eve, posting along the way, proclaiming his support for the terrorist group ISIS.
Jabbar explains he originally planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers, end quote.
Authorities also releasing these images they say show Jabbar placing homemade explosive devices on Bourbon Street. The coolers contained pipe bombs packed with nails that luckily did not go off. And for the first time, we're hearing from Jabbar's brother, who told our Houston affiliate, KPRC, their family is shocked.
This was in no way a direct representation of who he was as a person and as a human being.
He says Jabbar grew up Muslim, but he was not aware of any ties to ISIS. Graphic surveillance video shows the moment the truck turned onto the crowded street at a high speed. Jeffrey Elder is the chief medical officer at University Medical Center, where some of the injured are being treated.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Not to this extent. This is probably the largest number of influx of patients at one time.
Jeremy Sensky is one of the survivors.
My wheelchair was completely bashed.
Damn, and Cuz was in a wheelchair.
This picture shows the aftermath of the wreckage, where you can see what's left of Sensky's wheelchair.
I just can't believe that what happened.
President Biden saying federal law enforcement agents are still investigating whether there's a connection between the attacks in New Orleans and Las Vegas. But as of right now, they have not found a definitive link.
I've directed them to keep looking.
Overnight, our crews found some side streets leading to Bourbon Street still without hard barriers. The city adding these so-called yellow archers to sidewalks, which it had on hand before the attack, but was not using.
Where did they come from?
Actually, we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them. And so we have been able now to put them out.
Now, we do want to mention we did reach out to the NOPD about those vulnerabilities we spotted last night along Bourbon Street. We also want to mention the Sugar Bowl did happen last night. It mostly looked full inside the Superdome. Organizers say it was a sellout crowd, but about 10,000 people did not show up. We also want to mention there was a moment of silence before the game began in respect to all those people who died in the terror attack here in New Orleans. Coda?
So that was the incident. Jazz, my bad. I don't know what happened. But so that's what happened.
Okay, okay. So I seen the incident already. But the football shit, was that something different? Or that was the same?
No, the reason why it was postponed is because the football was in the Rose Bowl was not the Rose Bowl, the
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl was in New Orleans. It was in New Orleans. That's what the people were down there for.
Oh, so the people got ran over being at that game.
Before the game. Yeah, it happened before the game.
Okay.
But that happened on Bourbon Street. You know what I'm saying? The field ain't near Bourbon Street, but it just happened there. They just wasn't gonna go on with the game, and that just happened like 2 miles down the road, like earlier this morning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a terrorist attack though. He was ISIS.
He was a devout member, a devout believer.
But he was an American ISIS. Grew up here. Was in what was he in? He was in the army. I want to say, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Born and raised here.
Yep. On some goofy shit.
That just lets you know that the threat. When people think about ISIS, they think it's you think about people over there. But we got, as you can see, it's American ISIS, born and raised. Already here, right here. It's just wild, man. You know.
So I mean, I don't know. I ain't really got too much to say. I just think it's like you said. It's sad. It's despicable. That shit wild as fuck. What makes a nigga want to join ISIS from over here? Like, what's on your mind, player? You know what I'm saying? What, like, I know you grew up Muslim, but these Muslims that I know over here are totally different than ISIS Muslims.
Or I mean, they could have been planted here a long time ago, like their parents. You feel me? I don't know. It's scary though. It's scary.
I just don't understand what kind of attack was. What kind of attack was this? Like,
right. What's on your mind, player?
Now you got this president. And now you got this president.
Like, wait, hold up. Like, this is what I'm really saying. What I'm really saying is like,
I know what you're saying.
Think that this is one of them type of situations where like this
that was
happened,
something,
right? But something else is going on that we just don't know what the fuck it really is, because this don't make sense for real. This is crazy, bro. That's like almost like, remember that Boston bombing, John? But then something else was going on the whole time, and we just like we completely didn't even see this happening.
The marathon, yeah. Yeah, I remember
this is what that feels like, bro. Like it don't.
Wait.
I want to see the list of people he killed too, because I think he killed black and white people. It was literally
It's always had to be a random race of people that was getting hit if they're going to the game.
But it is it was just Bourbon Street.
Yeah, they won't go to the game.
Bourbon Street ain't by the field. Bourbon Street ain't by the field. It's
yeah, they won't go to the game.
Same city. You know what I'm saying? Same city. But that's why the game was postponed, because it just happened earlier, but it's like 2-3 miles down the road or wherever it's located. You know what I'm saying?
It's always a reason. It's always a reason for everybody. It's always a reason. Why we gotta sugarcoat it for people? No.
So I'm taking this back to what Jay said. With this being an ISIS attack, because this was a terrorist attack. It's something else. It's things that's going on that don't got nothing to do with Trump. And I'm not discounting what you're saying either, Jazzy, but I'm just saying that this isolated event that we're talking about right here, right now, was an ISIS attack, and it have something to do with something that's going on afar, like something that's going on over there. It's connected to something that's going on over there. Like the reason why this nigga was doing, it's a bigger picture on the reason why he flipped out or whatever, this belief that he got or done adopted from wherever. That's why I was saying earlier, like, nigga, what's on your mind, bro? Like, niggas don't, the Muslims that I know that grew up here do not be on that ISIS shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just not on that shit. And the thing is that he grew up Muslim.
I know a lot of Muslims. Like I got bros that are full. Like I got bros that's Arab and everything, and I fuck with them, and they're not like that. But this is what I'm saying, like, cause I don't understand what their story was. That's what I'm saying.
So we had to that's something we got to dig deeper into why and research why he did what he did when that actually come out, when they release a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to release more and more what was going on. We just going to have to go find it. It's just not going to be out there for the public.
Yeah, and that's for everybody, because nowadays, you know, everybody getting diagnosed with depression and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So you don't never know what somebody is going through when they doing what they doing. Like
they said, this nigga was about to kill his family and friends first.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't never know what somebody is going through. At the same time, you know, them in that area, they've been brainwashed. So they just do what they supposed to do from what they know out there. Mm-hmm. If I'm telling you, you gotta shoot this motherfucker, you gotta shoot this motherfucker. I've been training you all this time to have this aim. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Question, right? Terrorist attack. It's a terrorist attack, correct?
Correct.
So a terrorist attack on U.S. soil typically strikes war, correct?
Nah, not necessarily. So not strikes. Not strikes war. The thing is, I've never terrorist attacks all the time. You know what I'm saying? That happen, and there's wars ongoing right now that we're not being told about. So it's not necessarily striking something up. It could be because something is actually going on now. You know what I'm saying? Over there, within their society. I don't know. I don't listen to no ISIS shit. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is like
whatever that nigga was listening to, you know what I'm saying, had his mind fucked up and had him on some other shit. Because my and the other point I want to make is weird because and the only reason why I say this is because, like, to your point, brainwashing. I know that he's something wrong with him because he was already a military vet. He was in this military. He was in Army. He was a military vet from here. He was an Army veteran.
Yeah.
But you're fucking with ISIS. Like, nigga, so you took an oath to uphold this, and you already been brainwashed by the Army. Yeah, you already been brainwashed by the Army. So whatever ISIS got a hold of you, they stripped you, and they redid whatever because you're influenceable. Some people are like that when you meet these motherfuckers in the military and shit, these vets and a lot of people like that. And I'm just being honest. That's just firsthand experience.
You know but that's really what I was saying. Like, how a person can influence you, regardless of where you at. Like, you could be born and raised in Akron, but if I move you to another state and I brainwash you to my shit, then you gonna do what I say. You know what I mean?
And nowadays, you ain't even got to move. You could just be on your phone looking at the wrong shit all the goddamn time. Yeah, brainwash your own motherfucking self.
Yeah, and that's true. I can see you like 5 videos and you be good.
You feel me?
Stink wired. Like,
who knows what this nigga was looking? But see, the FBI finna do that. They finna scrub his motherfucker. What's his name? They finna scrub his internet, scrub his phone. They finna watch it. They finna see all the shit he was looking at. They finna see what's going on. What?
Yeah.
Because this is strange.
Yeah, it don't make sense. I don't understand.
It don't make sense. Yeah, it's wild.
I mean,
why do
it
that?
Was just, it was
right.
You know, I mean,
you ain't even got no words. It's okay.
It's hard.
Okay. It really is. It's hard.
Because it ain't no words for it, you know what I'm saying? And then I mean, he was like I said, he was gonna kill his family, and then he did that. That's what you did. All right.
Of all the things you could have did, you did that, dog.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man, and I said some cold shit. I said some cold shit. My wife said, I ain't finna repeat it on here, nigga.
Right.
But you know what I said, LBC? Nigga, you should just stuck with your first motherfucking plan, nigga.
Man.
And that's a cold.
I wish you would have.
15 motherfucking people, nigga.
Man. So the next thing we're gonna talk about, set it up, Jay. We was talking about the police officer.
Oh yeah. You got that link? You got that link, PG? It should be in the group chat.
It's in there.
Yeah, that man. So
this right
it's a
here.
Bowie. It's a Bowie State Trooper. He was pulling up on the dude. He seen the dude had stopped in the middle of the road. Buddy had he stopped. You know what I'm saying? You know how police usually do. They stop, hop out. He like, what's going on? Buddy had just went to go pick up his hat. And he walking back to the car, like he telling the police everything good. I was just going to pick up my hat. It flew off into the highway. Boom. Buddy done pulled out. By the time Buddy done got to the car, police done put. Wow, he done fired a shot. Buddy done dropped down to the ground.
Wow.
The cop shot. The cop he missed Buddy. Now he didn't miss the dude, but he hit the car. He hit another car, like he hit a car that was going down the street.
Hell no! I got the link pulled up so we can check it out too.
Yeah,
okay, but wait. So he missed the dude.
Yeah, he missed the dude. He was shooting.
And he hit the car that was driving past.
Yeah, he hit the car.
We're gonna check it out right now.
Yeah,
that's fucking wild.
On charges after a shooting last month when he opened fire during a traffic stop.
Fox 5's Homa Bash live in Bowie with the first look at the video of that shooting. Homa?
Hey guys, good evening. The community has been asking for transparency since this happened, and today they got it with these charges filed and the release of body and dash cam video showing the shooting and exactly what led up to it. And I have to warn you, some of our viewers may find this disturbing.
On September 12th at 8 a.m., Bowie Police Sergeant Robert Warrington comes across a stopped vehicle on the left shoulder near John Hanson Highway. Warrington gets out to help, but moments later fires a single shot at the passenger who says he was getting a hat blown onto the road.
You here to help her? Are you here to help her? Nah, she's taking me in the hospital. Come here.
Nigga!
You got a gun. What I do? You got a gun. I don't have a gun.
To be clear, the man falls to the ground but is not hit by a bullet. The shot hits a passing vehicle but doesn't injure anyone. Immediately, Warrington starts apologizing.
Why did you do that? I'm sorry. Why would you do that?
Today, Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha
Yo!
a grand jury indictment against Warrington.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Murder, first-degree assault, misconduct in office, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment.
It's important that those who have been sworn to protect and serve the public really value life. And when actions of an officer or anyone, whether it's a civilian as well, show a disregard for life, the law is there to hold them accountable.
I support the grand jury's independent, objective process and decision.
For weeks, the community has questioned what led to the shooting and demanded answers. Officials want to be clear. The man who was shot at was never arrested, never charged, and has fully cooperated with the investigation. Bowie Mayor Tim Adams says transparency and integrity are key.
And we need to really understand that everybody is held accountable. And that's not prejudging anything, but also just knowing that here, I'm very proud of our police department and what we've done here.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Man.
Crazy.
I got a question, please, real quick.
Tried to take his life.
Wait. Is the dude that was in the wheelchair the dude that got shot?
No.
Okay, that's all I had to ask. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Man, that was the lucky, bro. That's the luckiest dude, man. He's the luckiest dude of the year right there. 22. That happened in September. I think it said September 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bruh.
Nigga.
Luckiest dude in life, bro.
That nigga, did you? I'm sorry. Nah,
Bruh.
nigga.
Hey,
What the fuck?
I ain't gonna fake now. At least it was only one shot, and he was able to hear the words, "I'm sorry." I ain't even gonna hold you, dog. Hey, I ain't taking. I'm not saying that's all I need. That's all. I'm not saying that's it. I'm just saying, boy, I'm thankful for that moment that it was only one shot, and I was able to hear the words, "I'm sorry," and walk up out of here. I'm thankful for that moment.
Facts.
But I'm still coming. I'm coming, dog.
Because that means you're alive.
I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. But I'm coming, dog. I'm coming. Oh yeah, I'm
that's
coming.
wild. That just show how. I mean, these cops are scary. I mean, what, man? That was wild, bro.
Go speak on it.
Wow.
Speak on it.
But you know, this is something I've always thought about, though, and I want to see how you guys think and lady think about this side of things. Like, let's put ourselves in that position. Like, let's take ourselves out of our position, who we are, where we are right now. Let's put ourselves in the police officer's position. And I'm definitely not justifying this situation, but I'm thinking about in all situations abroad, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you take yourself and you put yourself in that position, how do you think that sometimes do you see this? Sometimes it's like, dang, bro, like I see how you could have got yourself situated. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see how that situation could have went that way for real. Do you ever see situations to be like that? Can you put yourself in that position to see how sometimes it's like, yeah, I understand how that could have happened, dog? Or do you think
I try to, but on certain things where like common sense applies or being trained enough in your job or in your position to know better, I don't really get that type of shit no pass, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you're in a professional position like that, you know what I mean? Any motherfucker, nigga, if you make airplane parts, nigga, them better be the best goddamn part, nigga. You know how important that shit is. I don't give a fuck if it's down to the nuts and bolts that hold that bitch together, nigga. That shit is important. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like when you sign up for a job like that, you got to understand that you got to put that coward shit along to the side. Like, you can't be scary out there. This is not the job to be scary. Go work in an office somewhere if you scary and can't handle a situation and can't move in less than 5 seconds, because for somebody to pull out on that young man like that without even seeing the gun, without the man even making no violent statements, no threats, no nothing. The nigga said, "Oh, she taking me to the hospital," or whatever she said, whatever he said the lady was doing. That warranted nothing of this nigga to be shot at.
You think that in that situation a stereotype played a part of that?
Hell yeah.
So that's why I say when I ask that question, like if you put yourself into that position and you take stereotypes into account, like I'm not like this didn't seem like that type of situation where it was like ever warranted to even pull your gun like that. Like that was crazy work, dog. But I'm saying it's like it can. I don't know how I just can't. I really can't even justify how he could have even almost thought that buddy was
right.
Let me say this.
Crazy. It's
okay.
He was no threat.
The only reason I'm saying this is like I've never been in like real danger because I got big cousins, I got a husband, I got little brothers that think they the big brothers. Like I got all of that protection. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I've worked jobs where people stole, people did a lot of bullshit that they weren't supposed to do or whatever, and I stood up. But I never was and even with that, I never even put myself in the situation to be like, oh, I gotta stop them. I gotta protect, because if something happens to me, my husband gonna come up here late. My kids gonna get up here late. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you like at work, yeah, and you're not
Yeah,
with them,
but
yeah.
I'm at work. But I'm at
Mhm.
work. But you understand that you're not
Yeah.
going to do this when I'm here, though. But at the same time, I'm not about to stop you, and I'm not about to. I'm not about to get into nothing with nobody because my life could be over at the. You coming in here? You really coming in here to sell a 24 pack of beers? You think I'm about to risk my life over a 24 pack?
So
Baby, you can have that.
now let me ask y'all this. You see how when Buddy was walking back to the car like real fast type times though, do you think that he might have should have just stopped though for real? Understanding that as black men we do already get stereotyped and we already get looked at in a certain light when we make certain motions and stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, I did feel like he kind of walked up on dude kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I mean, I can justify. I can see dude being a little nervous, but I mean, I can't justify him pulling the trigger though. You feel me?
Yeah, I see him pulling the gun maybe, but pulling the trigger
Yeah,
was crazy. That
pulling the
was
gun,
crazy.
I can see. Pulling the trigger, I can't. But I did think dude kind of did walk up on him kind of close in, kind of fast.
So I'm.
But pulling the trigger was crazy because he was way out of danger. He was way out of danger when he pulled the trigger. He was not a threat when he pulled the trigger.
Nah, he wasn't no threat. But I want to go back to what Jay is getting at because I don't really. I think none of us really touched on that part. I really believe, and I preach this in my home also, that you have to know how to deal with the police. You have to know how to deal with anyone. I teach my kids you have to know how to deal with anyone in any situation. Like it goes deeper than just police, but you have to learn how to deal with and behave around the police. You know what I'm saying? You have to realize and be cognizant of what kind of officer you're dealing with when you're approached by it. Okay? If you're dealing with the if you dealing with the balls to the wall, I'm finna bully you type shit, you got to deal with him a certain way. If you're dealing with the nervous rookie first day on the job, you got to realize this kind of shit by the interaction that they give to you, by the questions and how they approach you. You got to be cognizant of what's coming towards you, of your surroundings at all times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yes, you do have to act a certain way towards the police. Yes, I think it would have went a certain way if that man would have just stayed still, talked to the police and told him, hey, she taking me to the what's her name? I don't got nothing on me. I'm chilling. I'm cool. You know, this the situation. And just stop acting so fidgety. But on the flip side of that, like, how are we not to act fidgety? Especially young children who have never been taught things like this or taught kind of lessons like this. When they see police, they automatically think this nigga trying to kill me. Or he gonna kill me. That's what they think because that's what they see. You know what I'm saying? Like in all the little stage fucking cops playing basketball with kids in the motherfucking neighborhood ain't gonna change their fucking perspective on how they see police. So, I mean, I do think that that's imperative that we teach kids that, especially our young black males.
I can agree with that wholeheartedly. I think I'm 100% on board for sure. Like, I believe that we always need to take the time to definitely teach our kids that you, at the end of the day, like, regardless of whether we like it or not, we do gotta respect the authority that is in that position of authority, regardless. Like, and I think that at times would alleviate a lot of the other shit that goes on. That we can say, like, even though we see it and it's like, dang, bro, but it comes with that stereotype that comes along with being a black person. And once you understand that, like when I was younger, I had to learn that being a 6'4" black male made me a threat. Like, niggas, you just look at me and I'm a threat.
Off top.
How, bro? Like just because I'm a 6'4" black man, I'm a threat. Yeah, that's how a policeman, that's how a white person, that's how anybody that's not black looks at you, nigga. You a threat. It's like that's crazy. So it's
Okay,
like,
but that's not right though. Like
but
I go through that. I go through that with my son. My son
it's
is
life.
17.
It's
My
life.
man is what 6'2", and he a big boy.
It's life. He
Like
gotta carry himself a certain way. He gotta
Yeah.
always make sure he got a certain manner. When he get talking, he can't be moving his hands around and like he gotta keep them things still.
no, that's just ignorant.
And get that
My
man no
son
kind of
not
respect
even
he
that
wants.
type of person, and that's the crazy thing. Cause my son not even that type of person.
But they don't know that.
So
That's the
that's
thing. That's the
crazy.
thing.
Right. They
And
don't
they
know
just
what.
look
They
at
don't know
him.
that. They
They
only
look at
know what
him
they
and his
know.
size. They look at him, his size, and because he's a black man, and they scared of my son. Literally.
That's how it go.
That's not right though.
That's how it go.
My son ain't never did nothing. My son is a fucking honor student. That boy ain't never been in trouble. But y'all look at his size and his weight, and because he's a black man, and the police is scared of him. That's ridiculous.
Shit, regular white
Well,
man.
he ain't never. My baby ain't never did. Baby boy ain't never did nothing. He ain't never even stayed out past curfew. Please catch him on the truancy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate.
That's
It's an
not good. That's
unfortunate.
not
It's
good.
an unfortunate truth, though.
But even me as a black female, like I'm supposed to sit down and shut up. Shut up. Where? Shut up.
No one says
Shut
that,
up.
but those who want something from you and want something from us, and anybody who telling you that you shouldn't stand up for your kids is on some
I'm a
bullshit.
grown ass woman. I take care of my I take care of home. I
stand
love
up
my
for all
husband.
black kids. I stand up for all black kids, not just mine. All of them. Ain't nobody. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't nobody saying that. Motherfucker. Ain't nobody saying that. That's the people that want us to fail.
And that's what I'm saying. Cause what?
Nah. That's why we got to be together. The thing is, we got to come together, and if you're not teaching, when you teaching your kids, teach their friends that same shit. They friends that they be around, like we got to get back to the village shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's real shit. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't just saying that shit. We gotta care about our kids. You know what I mean? We gotta care about these kids.
All my kids' friends, I love them all. I got my god kids and all of them, and we in a circle, and they know how we roll. We don't play no shit. We don't take no shit. Let me know somebody disrespecting you, they bullying you. We don't do that bullying. I do not do bullying at all. My kids don't bully, and you damn sure not about to bully them. But yeah,
it's rough out here.
It's rough out here, man. And it's the little ones though. These little ones is the most dangerous.
It's because the music they like.
We gotta stop them attitudes. Yeah, the attitude, and like you said, it goes with sad to say. I hate to
They
sound
like
old.
that drill music, man. Y'all gotta hear that drill. If y'all hear that drill music, y'all
I don't want to. I might cry.
My kids don't listen to that shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm fortunate too, though, man. Like my son, like people like MF Doom and shit. Like,
so he
Nas,
probably more
Jay.
He probably more respectable than most
Oh,
of these kids that's out here, man.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand it's a difference though, because you a man that's in your kid's life. A lot of these kids ain't got no man in their life, so they degenerates, boy. They degenerate. And it's sad. It's sad.
I'm mad that we not doing basketball this year. I mean, I wasn't gonna coach this year, but the last couple of years I coached, and I was able to, you know what I'm saying, talk to the kids and spend time with them, and like spend time with those kids who don't have the dads, like, and who like don't, you know, because I was doing that shit, like coaching and shit, my son's league, and like it's
basketball team?
It's fun. We was at Kenmore.
I ain't
Kenmore Youth. We was on the Cavaliers. Yeah.
I seen.
Go ahead.
I seen the post on social media that said, "Little boys that grow up without a father, it's impossible for them to listen to a man." Y'all agree?
I can agree with that. Yeah, you would have you would have a problem with authority.
You said it's impossible for them to listen to a man?
Almost impossible.
Yeah, they have a problem with authority all their life.
I think it depends on the age. I think it depends on the age.
No, my dad wasn't in the house, and I listened to my grandfather and my uncles, and I can listen.
See, but you
I
had
listen to men all the time.
You had a man though. It was a man around. There was a man that gave you authority at your young age. If you ain't got no man in your life at all that's giving you any authority when you get older, you not gonna respect authority. That's why you see it's a higher percentage of men that are raised by single black mothers or single white women that are in prison today because they didn't respect authority.
I mean, I get that, but a lot of times, like when these posts are made, they put everybody in a general sense, and every child is not the same. Some children out there, when they're young and they find a man or a positive male role model, they automatically cling to it because that's what they was missing, and they listen to everything they say. And that also is the reason why a lot of these young niggas is in jail too, because they clinging to the wrong male. They listening to the wrong nigga. They going into the street and listening to the niggas that ain't got shit good for them or ain't got shit good for them to do. You know what I'm saying? They're falling up underneath the wrong one. So because they think that nigga cool because he got the money, he got the bitches, he selling drugs, he got the cars, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So I mean, it goes. So that's why I say that's a spiral, my nigga. Like to just say all of them can't listen, like because
what
it
you
go
said
both
is
ways.
facts, PG. I'm gonna give you that. That's 100% what you just said. However, this is what you missing. You said general. So when you say general, in general, of course you're not meaning all or everybody. It's always a general thing. So that means some are and some are not.
But general implies to most.
General is a general is a majority of people. So when you speak about the exception is the people that you know, the people that you know their story, but there's a way bigger population of people that are more probable to not even have that access to that type of situation.
I get it, but we can't slim down and say that them same people ain't on the other side, that it's not the other way.
Right. That's why it's a general statement. That's why it's a general statement, because the majority are in that situation. It might be 51-49, but still it's the fact that it is a general statement that generally speaking, and it's like I say, generally speaking, more men that are in prison are raised up in a single mother's home. Not all of them, because some of them was raised by their dad, for sure. They just was some knuckleheads. But for the majority of them, is because they came up in a place with no authority and they didn't learn how to listen to authority. So they go to prison and they still don't know how to listen to authority. So they go to the hole and they get time added to their sentence, or they go back, they get out, then they go back, then they get out. Right. It's because they didn't have the man that was supposed to, like my dad, for instance. My granddad was in his life. He was there, but the nigga is in and out of jail all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so, and that leads to my other point that I was about to make. I just really depends on when it comes. I think when it comes down to that, it depends on the person, because motherfuckers gonna do what they want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Period. Yeah. Like, you can raise a child all you want and tell them right from wrong, but if they really want to rob shit and not listen to authority, no matter who was in your life, like if you just don't like what a motherfucker saying, if you that type of person, you that type of person. So I don't know. like that should be cool, like the little posts and the statements and shit like that motherfuckers be making. But I just think it's more conversation pieces than anything like we having like this to spark discussion. You know what I'm saying, and input and all that, because life ain't always black. Life ain't always black or white or this or that. You know what I'm saying? Life is a fucking spider web. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. You know what I mean? Everybody go through different things. Like, so, like to put general statements out, like to me, that's why I have a problem with general statements, because no two people life is the same, no matter what they came up with. You know what I'm saying? No kid, no father, no mother, no man, no nothing. Like no two people's life is the same. You know what I mean? Like no two people came up the exact same way just because they didn't have a father. You know what I mean?
Do you believe that the theory that there are only, I believe, six, it's either 4 to 6 different personality types?
I don't know, because I don't know, because of the simple fact that people change with time. People's personalities change with time. Like nobody's set in stone.
All right,
Like,
but that doesn't change the question though that I'm asking. Do you believe the fact or the
no.
theory behind this is psychology now? Do you follow psychology? Any?
I mean, I'm not going and digging shit up. No, not like that. So I could only tell you how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Based on what I encountered and the people that I've encountered in my life.
And that's and that goes back to what I said is the generalities is it overrides your personal thing. It deals with only numbers and statistical data. So when you say that, okay, well, I feel this way, whatever, because I met 5,000 people. Well, we still got to account for the other 9 billion people that's on the earth, right?
Like I see you trying to use numbers, but that ain't what I'm talking about. Like all the numbers in the world ain't gonna make my life the same as yours just because me and your mom, like because I grew up without a dad and you grew up without a dad. All the numbers in the world ain't gonna change that. Like, all the numbers in the world ain't gonna change that, my nigga. That's all. So to answer your question, no, I don't think that it's only 6 personality types at all. Like, no, I don't. It's more than that. It's
personality types.
Yeah, personality types.
That's interesting. I never heard that before. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think it's called it might just be 4, because it's called the book is called The 4 Agreements, and it speaks about the 4 different personality types. And I probably expanded it to 6. But yeah, I believe that that's a real thing myself personally, and only saying that, like, I understand exactly what you're saying, PG, not disputing anything you're saying, because to a degree you're right in a lot of the things that you're saying. But where I disagree at is on terms of, like, all right, granted, yes, say all 3 of us was raised by our mothers. Let's just say that for shits and giggles, right? And say I went to prison, LBC went to jail, and PG, you never been in trouble in your life, right? So we all 3 followed 3 different paths. You went to jail, LBC, one time, and you was like, I'm cool on this, I ain't never going back. I went to prison and I just keep going back. I ain't stopped since, you feel me? We all grew up, we was like homeboys. We was homeboys on the block type thing. We all grew up in that same single family home. We all did not follow the same exact path though, right? You see what I'm saying, PG?
Yeah, I'm following.
So I'm not saying that yeah, everything is gonna be the same. Our personality is gonna be the same in that sense. But majority of the characteristics that we embody will become the same only based off of our influences. So you might have been influenced by something else. Your mom might have been a hardworking lady, and all you knew is that she worked hard. So that made you a hardworking dude. LBC might have had his mom might have been from job to job, always just struggling from job to job. Your mom was she was cool, she was steady and everything, she was straight. My mom, she wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she just did whatever made her happy type thing. And we was just living in sham. So that's my story. My story is different than your story. His story different than my story. But we all still came from the same background, right? And that's all I'm saying is like, yeah, we all do embody different things, like we all do, but we all still come from the same embodiment of the same certain things and certain standards, certain outlooks of life.
Facts. That's facts. You know, so y'all was talking about psychology earlier. That like nature versus nurture. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You can have two people born in the same house. You know what I mean? Two brothers. You know what I'm saying? Be complete
opposites.
Take different paths, and that happens all the time.
It's because of their outlook and their influence, though.
I mean, it definitely plays a part. But I mean, just like you just described three different instances, three different ways, but still three different, you know, like you said, three different outlooks. You know what I'm saying? He would go a different way. You go a different way, but based on our upbringing, we all experience the same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I see what you're saying is that's where the shit goes as far as in a general sense, but like I definitely get it, but like to just say everything and all like this, it's a problem sometimes. Like when we talk numbers and we bring numbers into you know, things that are individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I could get it, like I could get using numbers with machines to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? Because machines are mechanical. You know what I mean? You expect certain things out of machines. With humans, it's impossible to expect exactly what a human is going to do at any instance. You know what I'm saying? Like the probability of these things, like some people go to jail, bro, because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Some people go to jail because they don't even deserve to be there. Like, so to lump those people in with statistics of people that go there because they belong or because they did some shit also, and to just say that that's why they're there because they ain't had no mother or no father. You know what I'm saying? And because they're that's what the statistic thing means. And that's what I'm saying. That's what, when you treat people, the world moves on stereotypes. When you treat people like the statistic, like that's what we do. But you don't know what that person have done. That's why I say it's somebody sitting in jail that don't got a mom, but he ain't in jail because he belonged there. He in jail because he might have been helping his cousin out, or he in jail because he wouldn't snitch, or he in jail for a whole bunch. Like it's so many different probabilities to why people are there. So that's why to lump things and to just say you didn't have a mom, you didn't have nobody to listen to, that's why you're in jail. Like that's why I'm saying, like, it's hard to put numbers with things like that because they're so individual. Like the reasons why people are there, especially when it comes to jail and shit. And I get everybody use the numbers and all that, and the numbers game is people like to use that shit to prove points and all that kind of stuff. I definitely get it. I get it. But like there's no way to prove why somebody is in jail. You know what I'm saying? Or no way to prove why somebody doesn't listen to someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say you don't listen to somebody because you ain't had a father, bro. Like I'm not gonna do that. And that's what I mean by I be having a problem with a lot of them different posts and be saying that type, because that shit is corny sometimes. Because that ain't why a motherfucker don't listen. A motherfucker don't listen because they just don't want to listen, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? My son got a dad. I tell him to go take the trash out. He don't take it out. He just don't want to take it out. Like, Like it's not because he like that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying about that type of shit and them kind of things. Because like when you break shit down, that's all I'm saying, man. Shit is individual, man. Shit
I
is
think
individual.
you just broke it down into like the super microscopic form of it. Basically, like, all right, so let's do it this way. You know, how old is your son?
I got 9-year-old and a 12-year-old.
All right, so
I got a 24-year-old daughter.
So let's say your 12-year-old son. Let's say, how many times have you told him something, but you already knew the outcome of whatever it was you told him you told him to do? Like you knew what the outcome, or you already had an expected outcome of whatever it was you told him you was going to do.
I say maybe, and being honestly, I say maybe 60-40. 60-40, because he's a good kid. He'll listen, but sometimes, like, if I catch him, that's why it's conditional. Right. If I catch him in the middle of doing something, I ask it, because if I catch him in the middle of doing something and I'm asking him something, I'm not asking him. I don't give a fuck about his schedule. I'm asking him because something need to be done. You know what I'm saying? And it need to be done. I'm teaching him structure. I'm teaching him shit as a man. Hey, Thursday, I'm gonna fuck what you got going on. Trash need to go out. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm catching him doing, if he ain't doing shit, I catch him on the couch watching TV, he gonna get up, take that trash out. If that nigga upstairs on some GTA and some shit, and I holler that shit, the nigga the trash might not go out till 10 at night.
All right, so boom, there you go. So look, you know what to expect because you know his personality type, right? And that's what I'm saying is like, right. So you have a percentage. It's just based off of probability. So generally speaking, it's a percentage chance that this person that was raised this way in this situation is gonna typically go in this direction.
Okay, but listen to the key words that I used though. I said maybe 60-40. Because as you listen to my speech though, I'm not putting anything in stone because I can't.
It probabilities.
But that's just right. But that's my probability.
Exactly.
That's my probability.
It's a probability. It's a probability of these things.
Right. That's all we talking about is probabilities.
Right. It's not about saying, this is definitely going to happen because this is what it is. No, it's a probability that generally these people tend to do these things if they are in these situations under these circumstances with this with this type. It's like a whole bunch of different, like you said, it's a spider web of personalities. It's a spider web of events that has to happen for this probability to hit. You watch football and you be seeing the X-ray, the X-gen stats or whatever, and they be like, oh, it was a 3.7% chance he was gonna catch that football and score a touchdown. And he caught the football and scored the touchdown, and just like, come on, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. I do get what you're saying you don't really fuck with the generalities though, but like at the end of the day, generalities is based off of the facts. It's not based off of how we feel. Like Jazz feels like certain things aren't right and it ain't fair, and we know that shit, life ain't fair. Goddamn,
I definitely disagree that they based off of facts, especially stuff like that, especially like the question that he brought up, especially that one. Certain generalities can be.
Okay, so
like the prison system thing, that might be more based on some.
Well, let's go back and
probabilities, but that shit. The post LBC said.
No, so look then. All right, boom. So check. He said
that was.
You said that the post said that what you said, men don't listen to authority.
Men that. Boys that grow up without a father find it almost impossible to listen to men when they grow up.
Okay, so men that grow up without a father find it almost impossible to listen to men when they grow up. So think about it this way. You said you're teaching your son structure right now. So,
but I want to say, hold on, my fault. I apologize. I want to say though, I don't believe in that either. Though I don't believe that.
All right. So I'm gonna see if both of y'all maybe believe in it a little bit more when we get to this thing. Then, all right. So you say you're teaching your son the things that you're teaching them because you're teaching them structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So take a kid that doesn't grow up with a person that teaches them structure, right? Because we did have the conversation the other day where we said, who is the disciplinarian? And if there's no disciplinarian, then there's no one to enforce the structure, correct?
Yeah, we talked about something like that. Yeah.
All right. So boom. In life, you have to follow a certain structure, which we just spoke about when it came down to Buddy, the police officer that just got shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you don't know how to follow a structure, like boom, if you know how to follow structure because your father taught you structure, or some man at some point taught you structure as you was growing up, and you was able to follow some sort of structure. All right, cool. Whenever somebody that comes above you, like a dude comes to you and tell you, hey dog, you're not doing that right. This is how we do it around here. You're more likely to follow that man because you already been told by a man how to do things that you succeeded in at doing those things right. Opposed to a person that wasn't raised by that person that told them, hey, this is how things is done and this is how you need to get it done. And if you don't get it done this way, there's consequences to it. Now this person grows up thinking, well, shoot, I don't got to do nothing or I can do whatever I want to because there ain't no consequences if I don't do it.
So that statement, especially the last one, I get where you're going. And I only want to say this to that. If you don't have anyone to teach you structure, life will teach you structure. So
it's the men that go to jail.
Exactly.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I said in the beginning.
No, but I'm not. But that's not everybody though. That's what I'm saying.
That's a general thing. See, remember when I talked about our 3 different. Remember I talked about our 3 different mothers. You didn't pick this up. Your mother had a structure, PG. She stayed stable at a job. Y'all lived a stable life. LBC's mom wasn't as stable, but she bounced around from job to job. My mom didn't work at all. She just collected government welfare and shit. We just was getting by for real.
I picked all that up. But that's what I'm saying. Like that I get it, man. But the structure is gonna come in life no matter what. Like sometimes it don't come when you grown. Like
it don't come from home. It might not come when you grown. It might come
when you're young. Like you might not listen to nobody and you fuck around and find yourself on the street at 11 and can't eat. Life, this is what I mean by life will teach you the hierarchy. Life will teach you structure. I don't just mean that you're gonna wait till you get to jail. Like that's all I'm saying. Like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like
now, so wait, how you living if you out on the street at 11 years old? How you living? You're not living with integrity at 11 years old out on the street.
Okay, but just
the reason why are you there?
Structured to be not integrity.
My thing is why are you there? Hold on. My thing is why. Go ahead, Jasmine. Go ahead.
It all depends on who you're around and what you're doing too. Cause I could sell drugs, but you could have had a nigga like Tupac around you. That was motivational. You know what I mean? That was speaking a word to you. It doesn't like.
I don't get that.
Just because you're in it.
Tupac. You got
I'm just saying. Like, no, but I'm just saying. Just because you're in the streets. Just because you're in the streets don't mean that you're being taught something wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because niggas in the streets can teach you better than your dad can sometimes.
But what are you doing in the streets?
It doesn't. Sometimes them niggas ain't gonna let you do what you think you're supposed to do in the street.
Is it not a fact that you are a product of your environment? Is that
no? It's not. Because like say for instance, like. Just because you a little boy and you think you want to be out here selling dope or whatever, the hood niggas might not want to let you sell dope. But they just keeping you around and you just that little, what they call you. They send you to the store and you get the little shit for them, boopity boop.
But you
ain't doing you're not doing no gang, you're not doing no gang banging, you're not doing no, but they teaching you. No, you're not, because they're not going to but they're not going to let you. That's what I'm
You will
saying.
eventually.
This is what it was back in the day.
But you selling dope at some point.
Eventually, yeah, you
Everybody
gonna
is
I mean,
not.
you're gonna do what the people around you are doing. You're not gonna
That's
be an
that's
outcast to your group. You're never going to
but
be an outcast to your group.
that's not right.
Everybody
That's not
wants to
right,
fit
and
in.
I don't believe it. And I'm from. I'm not right. I lived in
But
Youngstown
everybody
and
wants to fit in with somebody. It doesn't matter
born and
who you are.
raised
You
in New
want to
York, and
fit
I
in with
moved to bum
somebody.
ass
You're
Youngstown
gonna
at
find
14
somebody.
years old.
All
And
right,
I grew
so
up in Youngstown. Nigga, them niggas tried to make me their environment. They couldn't make me. I'm not their environment. I'm not what y'all niggas do. You can't make me what I'm not. I could be as hood as I want. I'm hood street. I'm hood smart and I'm book smart. Like nigga, I
He
got a
not
degree and
saying.
everything. Like you can't play with me.
He
But
not
at the
saying.
same time, like no, you can't. Like you can't just bait. You can't make me do whatever and think that's just no.
He
And
not
that's what
saying
I'm
that.
saying. Like if you got that right type of mentality, that you don't have to just fall into the trap. You don't have to just be a street nigga just because you're in the projects.
What he was saying was he wasn't saying that they would make you change your ways. He was saying that your ways gonna change not because they made you, because you gonna want to. You gonna eventually want to do what they doing. You gonna want to be out there. You gonna want to because you don't want to be outcast. Is what he was saying.
But that's what I'm saying. That to me that has nothing to do with nothing. If I want to fit in, I'm gonna fit in. If I was gonna do this shit a long time ago, like you would have seen the signs that I was doing it a long time ago.
But I don't know. This story at the end of the day boils down to man, that's the perfect example of like if anybody wanted to make a commercial for defund the police, that's it right there. But we got to get some better training or something, man. That guy, man, that dude, man, he was scary, man. That was coward like what he pulled. You feel me? That was wild, man. That was really wild.
yeah.
That was really wild. I would like to know what happens further with that. Matter of fact, we might have to check up on that, huh?
He got a lot of charges: 2nd degree attempted murder, reckless endangerment, 2 counts of that.
We're gonna have to follow up with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to follow up on that. We're gonna follow up on that story. See what's going on with that, because I would like to know where that go. That dude was dead wrong. That guy was dead wrong. I mean, and then I'm not, and then yeah, like I said, I don't want to take that back. Yeah, he was dead wrong, but he was scared though. First thing he did was said, "I'm sorry." Like, you know what I mean? He sounded scared. He was cowardly, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? He was cowardly.
That was bad.
It's a lot of cowards with badges. Let's just be for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, this is my opinion. A lot of these people that wouldn't be cops because they was picked on and bullied, and it's their revenge to get back at people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But that was just wild, man. And we need some police reform.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do better. They gotta do better. That was wild. But we about to I don't know. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything else you want to get into?
My mother had to go get my kids. It's the way that.
Oh no problem.
No, that's it, man. I'm good, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and being here, man.
Most definitely good dialogue and shit today, man.
Y'all already know.
Put that shit in the comments. What y'all think?
Like,
also,
share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Most definitely.
Yeah. This the Facts Podcast. Talking Shit Podcast. This the Real Game No Gimmick Podcast.
You know it.
We out. We out. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.